Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And now the Lions going to stop this moment. As they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180! Check. Watch 54. One. 22 jet bomber. Check.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Watch twist. Man 5-7. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Go. 180! Right, 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Let's go, defense. Black, come on. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Kill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
120! Check. Watch 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Wentz now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Flowers able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 44-yard line.
Mike, here we go. Waiting. Here we go. Shoot. Two Jack.
And a give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Jim.
Corky, 82, Corky.
51, Mike 51. All day, every day, any day.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great. Hey, 74. Hey, Delta.
Play action. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Set. 180. Watch twist. 20. Jumping. Under 10. 10. Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Back.
And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He gets this one to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 20.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go. Great. Central West.
Quick dance. Come. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Here we go. Hey. Gun. Hey, watch it. 20. Undercross. 8. Undercross.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, boy. You better be good. Don't be scared of it. 57. That's fast. Great.
Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it. Shoot.
This 5-7.
From the 38, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go. 280.
54, Mike.
Sunday.
54.
Hey, do.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. Go.
Check 99.
Hey, red 5-2. Come on here.
Check. 40 Mike.
Greystone, travel.
I hope he runs
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, force don't kill it.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
That's complete, I think, a right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Great. Get wide. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 52.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great. 8. 8. Check.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Check. Crouch. He's crazy. He's checking crouch.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
What's that? Gun. 180.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. The 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go. Lady.
Mike 54.
Here, shit.
I'm coming after you.
46 down, man. 5-4.
54.
Hey, Echo.
I got you, son.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Set, 180, 20, 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Set, 180.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'm going to score.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll let it out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Taylor. And an alley run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. They run with Taylor. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun. Wentz. Rolling to his left. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Shift, eight.
Joker.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Great.
Get ready.
Hey, West. Check Mike 54.
Go. Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
Man up, deep.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12.
Under 10. Great. 20.
Check. Lucky.
8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready. 7, 8.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch out. Do.
Hey.
On second down, Pollard. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go. 8. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Matt Wild now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Go. 280. 357. 54. Heavy on the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And an alley to run. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
X3.
On play action, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Man 5-7.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Swipe. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's how we do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
82, 40. Bravo.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20. Gun.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
50 seconds.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Gun.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.